and so that way we can have it for the recording. But thanks guys for joining me. I'm out in Colorado right now on a camping trip. I'm going to be gone for, on Monday will be 2 weeks. So this is not a virtual background. This is forest. And so if you saw my setup behind me, people, I said things you've probably never seen in the wild, a ring light. So here we are. But we're just waiting for more people to pop on, as I would love to know where you guys are from, consultants and guests. Go ahead and put in the chat where you're from, where you're joining from, and what state, what city. Where am I right now? I'm near Durango, Colorado right now. Normally I'm from San Diego, California. Addie's from Wisconsin. Skyla's from Texas. Love it. And, you know, since today is a do's and don'ts makeup class, I would love to know, what are the things that you feel like you've been doing for years, and you're like, I wish I could update this, or I just don't know how, or I just feel like this makes me look older. My skin's changing. I'm going to focus on 3 to 4 main areas of do's and don'ts today, but comments, like Melissa said in there, get you in drawings that we will be giving away some brand new summer products today. So you're going to be getting to get our new line of our, is it coconut lavender? Is that the scent? Coconut lavender shower gel and shower lotion. I'm a coconut freak and it smells delicious. And then we're going to be giving away our new lip oils, which you're going to get to see me apply, and you're going to get to see a reel of the different colors, since some of them came in while I've been gone. So let's see, we have Tacoma, Washington, Huntington Beach, California. We have a couple California ladies. Love it. High shadow for hooded eyes and contour, my biggest trouble. Addie, we are going over the 2 today. That is perfect. A quick one for eyes, but we are going over that today. All right, well, I'm going to jump right into this. And as we kind of have more people come on, you can ask questions, put it in the comments. But I'm going to start with our foundation primer, okay? And this foundation primer is going to really help settle in our pores, keep our makeup on, help from keeping things crease. It has an SPF 15 in it, so we're just going to do a thin layer. I, of course, did all my Mary Kay skincare this morning. I normally do it right before makeup, but here we are because I've been out and about all day long. So we're going to do a nice coat of that all over. So a crime not to prime. Sometimes people think it's not a big deal. And I'm telling you, I've noticed such a difference with my pores when I do it versus not doing it. Today for my base, I'm just going to do some CC cream just to keep it easy. I'm out and about anyways. Today is all about an everyday look of how do we lift, how do we look younger, with just simple application tips. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this CC cream. It's like a tinted moisturizer on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take our amazing liquid foundation brush, and we are going to go ahead, and I'm stopping for 2 seconds because I'm thinking about how I'm going to have to really think about this today, because I'm even going out of my comfort zone with how I do my own makeup. And I'm going to actually pause on the CC cream. We're going to leave it there because I need to actually start with some. No, I'm going to do my concealer on top so you all can really see it. Okay, that's what we're going to do. But we're going to show you in 2 different ways. Skyla loves her CC cream. Me too. It is so lightweight. It's really hydrating. It is great for going into this spring, summertime. As you can see, it's already giving some coverage to the skin, getting rid of some of that pinkness. I'll do one side just so you guys can see the difference. Hopefully the lighting stays okay. I always like to get the eyelid too, so we can get rid of any of the darkness in the eye. So we can see a lot of that discoloration. I mean, I don't have tons because of our skincare, but it just kind of evens everything out and looks like your skin. So CC's cream is absolutely amazing. We're going to put a little bit more here. I just cleaned my brushes today, hiding behind my dad's back of how much water I'm allowed to use since we kind of go out into the wild. But man, what a difference it makes when you have clean brushes. So especially if you're acne prone, I would make sure that you are cleaning your brushes minimum once a week. So that way, and the application is going to be so much better as well. Okay, so we have our CC cream on. Once I have it over my whole face, I'm just doing a light dusting. It should match enough that you're not having to really go past here with your foundation. Okay, so we have our base on. Now we're gonna get into our first thing. So what side am I gonna do? I'm having to kind of tell myself, I'm gonna do this side for the do, and I'm gonna do this side for the don't. And we're gonna see if I can stay on track with this. All right, let's start with the don't. I am gonna first take our Perfecting Concealer. And you know what a lot of people are doing with their concealer, kind of this triangle effect. Okay, if you've done any of these, no harm, no foul, put it in the comments. Okay, on the other side, I'm going to do two different kinds. I'm going to do our under eye corrector, just a little dot right in here. I'm going to take a line of it going up this way to lift. I'm going to stop and put my concealer, because under eye corrector corrects the under eye, concealer conceals. You could do both underneath, but I just want to show you. We're going to do a little bit in the corner here, and we're going to flick a little bit out right here. Okay, so I'm going to take just my foundation brush. Skyla says guilty, rub it everywhere. That's okay. All right, so we're going to just blend it down. Okay, just like what we would probably do with that concealer. And then this one, again, I hope my lighting is bright enough. I might adjust my thing after this just to brighten it up. We're going to push this up. Watch this motion. We're going to push up. We're going to take this. We're going to get rid of any darkness in here. We're going to push up, and we're going to push up in here, just flicking. Okay, so I can already see this is pulling my eye down and this is lifting my eye up just with concealer application. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go into, my dad said, what if it rains? And I just thought that a drop came down. Okay, does that brighten me up a little bit? I don't know if you can see that, Melissa. I just try to adjust for lighting and stuff, but we'll see. Yeah, better? Okay. All right, so we have that there. Then what we're going to do after that is we're going to come in with powder. Now I'm going to show you here our silky setting powder, or not our silky setting, our translucent powder. Okay. What I love about this is it's really finely milled. So what we kind of want to do is we want to let our concealer almost settle in. We want it to warm up, because as it warms up, and I can see it really well in my mirror right here, whatever doesn't want to settle into the lines will kind of push its way out. So before we do powder, which that I might go onto my brows before we do powder, then we can blend it one more time. So if you've been really frustrated, like, man, I keep seeing creases under my eyes, I don't love that, that could be one thing right there. Okay, so we're going to do a very simple trick with our brows. I'm going to first start with doing some brow tint on the good side. I'm doing the good side on this side. Okay. And we're going to really wipe all of this brow tint off as much as we can. It's still going to get on there. And we're going to push. Let me actually get my little mirror right here. And I'm just going to push my brows up. Okay. Just so we can see any maybe holes. We're giving slight tint to them. Going very, very light with this tint. So that way it doesn't create paint. You could see if you go on here, it could almost come together like paint, and we just want it to drag, okay, and get some of those hairs. On this side, I'm not going to, and I'm going to show you how I used to do my brows a long time ago and how maybe some of us still do. Now, I didn't have my lighter. I ran out while I was on this trip, so this is a little darker than I want to. But for the do side, I'm going to come in and just very, very lightly, little strokes, just fill in where I maybe have any little missing spots. But I'm going to really focus the area of density in here where I want to lift in my arch. Okay, where there's going to be more product here than in the front. Now, here's the part. I am going to go out like this, kind of going away from where my natural brow goes, elongating it out this way and you will see the difference of what I'm talking about here in a second. So we're gonna make it look long. Okay, we're just gonna fill in a little bit more here. Just make sure that doesn't look kind of crazy, kind of come bring it down. All right, so that's one brow. Other brow, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna maybe follow the lines and look at coming down. This is going to bring your whole eye down and droop versus coming out and flicking the end. And then if we're coming through here and we didn't do any of that brow tint, that's at least giving us some brush-like, hair-like things, this is gonna look a lot darker, a lot denser, not as natural, a little bit more of that fill-in of almost like that Sharpie effect when we're just going straight in with a pencil. Okay, so I'm just, again, this is the don't side. And we're just gonna get to compare all of it at the end because, you know, there's no shame if you've been doing your brows like this a long time. I used to, but this side's looking softer, less blocky. This is going to lift. See how this is dragging, that angle is pulling that down. And then we can even come in afterwards and we can grab our spoolie just to even lighten it up a little bit on this side as well. So we're just gonna come in and just make sure all of this is just blended together and then pushing it out, okay? So now that this concealer has settled, do you notice you see far more lines on this side where I packed on the concealer than this side? Let me know if you can see that before we fix with powder, but putting it right in here and here avoided that versus seeing all these little fine lines. Okay, as I now just turned 35, this stuff freaks me out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is now that we've let it settle, first tip is we're gonna come in and wipe away any excess as it's been pushed out of our lines. A lot less pushing out over here of barely having to touch, right? When we are not packing it on underneath. Then we are going to do our powder in two different ways. We are going to do a baking version over here, and we're going to do a very lightweight version over here. So if we have our translucent, very finely milled, we're going to very delicately from the lid put it on. We are going to tap most off, and we are just going to flick and lightly press, mostly focusing in here, here, and here. Taking away any hollows, not getting too close to the under of the eye, because if we put it on appropriately with skincare and we have a creamy skincare, that's just going to set and stay. Where on this side, I'm going to do it how we've probably all seen makeup people do it, and I've done it, where I am going to, we're going to bake. Scary, huh? Okay, I took a little bit off, but we see much more. And we're going to shove it underneath when we see all the people baking, and we're going to let that sit. Do you already see the difference from sitting back here of how this looks baggier versus this looking softer and smoother? Okay, so haven't done this side by side, but doing it on the camera is concerning. All right, so we're going to go through and we're going to just take our silky setting powder. And I'm just going to set everywhere else really gently before we do our foundation. This is just a tinted powder that has a lot of hydration in it. So that way it's keeping the foundation still looking really nice and light, getting a little dust of the eyelids in there, a little bit of the nose, and go all over. Okay. So again, we can kind of still see that there. So now let's do some eyelid stuff, and then we're going to go ahead and I'll wipe some of this off. Like we'll dust the baking off, and normally I would do it with a sponge, but I left it at home just to even show you how intense it can get. I tend to put on too much powder thinking I need to even it out. For ages, Rachel, like I think it was a powder age, right? To pack on lots of powder to mattify. And that's maybe what we need at certain ages. But I've been noticing as our skin changes, as we get more dehydrated, as there's this glassy, glowy trend look happening, putting on so much really like amplifies all of that, right? So let's just do a quick trick for the eyes, especially with a hooded eye. I'm just going to only show you one color with this, and I'm going to focus in on this hazelnut color. This is a universal tone for everybody, you guys, this hazelnut. It's a beautiful, easy brown. Okay. And I'm just going to show you just two simple ways of having hooded eyes when you're running out the door, of how you can apply this. So we're going to do wrong on this side and right on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an all over brush. It's a flat brush. I'm going to pack it into this hazelnut. This is for the don't side. And I'm going to show you of where a lot of people, of being someone who's been a makeup artist, tend to put their crease is in the crease. Okay. Right in there, right in that bone part, right where you see it go in. Don't use a blending brush. They kind of use this to blend it out a little bit. So we have that. That's going to be kind of, oh, this, which was this one? This was the wrong one. Thank goodness. Okay. A moment. Okay. Then we're going to show a blending brush. Love the blending brush. Y'all need the blending brush. We're going to go in and we're going to tap into this hazelnut. We're going to tap a little bit of excess off. We're going to go up higher. We're going to go up high. We're going to go soft. We're going to go above where that indent of the crease happens. We're going to come in and we're just softly pushing that, okay, into here, staying higher than you think. Do you see the difference? You could do one color, right? One color. And what a difference that makes of just pulling it higher. Now, even for highlighting around the brows, let me go ahead and show you that really quickly. Instead of, we'll just use this moonstone right here, okay? So instead of taking your highlight color, you could do, you don't have to do glittery, but I'm just doing this for the sake of the camera today because I'm not in my normal thing. Instead of doing all the way underneath to highlight under your brow, again, that's now bringing that down, then we're going to take just the tip of the brush just right under the angle or the arch right here. And do you see how this is all lifting up, opening up, and this is pulling this down? Okay, so tell me, Scarlett, what your means. Is it something you've done? Is it something you can't see yet? And then for me with a hooded eye, this wasn't planned, but I can't handle not finishing it. I am going to just go into this biscotti here just for really simplicity. I see, yes. And you're just going to go into this lid part. You want to keep your lid as light as possible when you have a hooded eye. Hooded eye means when you look straight. Look at this. Can you see my lid here, even having lashes? Versus this one, it's completely lost and you just see the darkness and it closes down. So when we bring it higher and brighter on that, it's going to open up the eye, even with the most two simple colors that you cannot mess up. Okay. That of course helps it, right? But it still looks harsh and it's closing. It's making my whole eye shape look different. All right, let's just throw on some mascara to finish this part. And as I'm doing the mascara, you guys might have in the comments, for your comments, we're going to be putting you into a wheel and we're going to go ahead and give away our first. I do all the don'ts. It's okay. I've been watching videos all day of like, this is me, this is me, this is me. So Melissa's going to go ahead and pull up a wheel and then we'll do some contour, you guys. And you can unmute too while I don't know if I can do this at the same time, Melissa. There you go. Candace, you are getting, okay, it's first choice, I guess. Do you want the new shower scrub or one of the lip oils?
That's tough.
I know. The lip oils I don't know if we have a picture, Melissa, of them. If we can maybe pull them up for like that. I do have a reel I'm going to show at the end. But the lip oils are conditioning and yummy and every day. And the shower gel is going to be that coconut lavender.
Oh, okay, probably the lip oil.
Okay. Okay. So we'll let you pick what color. Do you like this blush color? That's the one she has her what is that called? the thing over, or do you like the berry that's the little bit of a darker one?
Blush is better.
Okay, perfect. All righty, awesome. By the way, Jenny, I saw you comment, how do I love the new mascara? I absolutely love our Great Heights mascara. It's probably one of my favorites. I've completely switched over. It's amazing for separating. Of course, I have falsies on top, but it is all I use on the bottom. Okay, so guilty for concealer. Sandy's excited to try tomorrow. All right, so now we're going to go into contour. And we are going to, I'm going to be using, and I'll have to do a picture for you guys later because we'll see how much more Zoom doesn't show. So I'm just in our little contour palette here. This was a limited edition highlighter that I'm going to use today, but we have different highlights today. So we're going to show the placement of this. So this is going to be our don't side, right? So we're going to get in here and how, you guys, I've taught so many contour classes. You could go back to my YouTube channel, and exactly what I'm going to do on this side is what I've been teaching you all for months. Okay. So I would always say, all right, find the top of your ear. Okay. Go a little bit underneath it, make the fish face. Follow that line, but don't go past your brow. That's still okay to not go past your brow. And then we're going to show you what this looks like. So if you go, and I'm going to accentuate what I did before, just so you can see if you don't do it right, even the way I was doing it. If you go too far in, you are going to create a sideburn on your face. And yes, we would buff it out, and I will even buff it out to make this side look as good as possible of what I would do. But we almost create this section right here, which will create a drooping of the face, this muddy area in the face. So of course we would come in and we would blend that, but we're going to still see what a difference it would make on the other side of doing it a different way. Okay. So then we're going to come in, and here's our new trick. We are going to right onto the cheekbone. You don't touch contour for that very reason. And we are going to point at the top of our lip. We are not going to go past the bed of the nail, which will basically line right up with your iris. We are going to do a very thin line right here, going straight up, okay? Higher. It's much higher than normal. And I will answer that question in just a second, Addie. I'm going to read it a little bit more in depth. And then, so this is going to slim, okay? That's going to slim. We're going to do one more. We're going to go right here, and we're going to go up past the eye like this. This is going to lift. We, of course, are going to blend it. I'm keeping it not blended right now just for you to be able to see the lines of where we want it, okay? I'm going to clean my brush off just so I don't have a lot of excess. This might answer your question of not creating mud, is when we're blending and we have too much product, okay? So we're going to come in here. We're going to just lightly push it in, lightly push it up, going past that brow. Okay, just like this. That is going to lift and slim. I'll even accentuate a teeny bit more just for the purpose of the camera. Right here. Okay, and then we're going to clean the brush off. Clean the brush off. Okay, so we're lifting and slimming. Harsh contour line. Do we see a difference here? Okay. Okay. So easy though, right? So right above your ear, okay, everybody do it right now so we can practice. Put your finger and point right at the top of your lip and put the contour. Do not go past the nail of your bed or the iris of your eye, and just go straight back. Same spot here, and go straight up and follow right by here. We don't want to get too close. We still want this to be light enough. So we just went right on this top of your cheekbone, right in there, okay? All right, now we're going to do blush. I feel so embarrassed because I just really urge you to go back to my YouTube channels because you're gonna be like, Bree, you said to do that for 10 years. I know. Okay, so we're going to now show you what I would normally say is smile at the apple of your cheek, right? And put it right here like this and push it up into your cheekbones. So smile, at least keep 2 fingers in between your nose, smile, and then just kind of push up and blend into your contour, okay? So, but what happens as you get older and you stop smiling, this droops down and it pulls down. And now your blush went from up here to down here. This was all recorded, Candace. We're all good. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit. We're going to come back in. And here we are going to go higher. So this we started here. This we're going to start at this point right here, the height of your cheekbone. Think about almost in the middle of where we did that contour and blush. And we're just going to press up top here. Okay, just in the middle of those, pulling up by the eye to the side. Look at how that lifts and looks natural versus how that looks muddy and puts and drops. Can you see the difference of lifting and slimming versus muddy and drooping? Crazy. Okay, so now we're gonna do highlight. We're gonna do highlight, and normally I would take my highlight and I would take maybe like this little, what we did for our eyeshadow blending brush. And I would take it all the way. And I know this one's kind of hard to show up on camera, so I'm going to try to get as close as possible. But I would go all the way down here, which is really like also bringing that cheekbone down versus we're just going to do a little bit just on the top right in here. And it's just going to give us that little bit of shimmer to pull up. And then we could do a little bit on the nose. I didn't contour my nose today. I can do that too really quickly. A little bit on the tops of the lip. It's kind of hard to do just one. And so that's going to be that really natural highlight and pushing up versus we see that bringing this highlight, you even see the top of that highlight right here, and it's dragging your eye down. All right. So let's really quickly just, I don't know how to do a do and not of the nose, but I did just watch this. So we just want to stay on the complete edge, just right here, and a little flick down. Okay, if we just want to bring in our nose a little bit. You could do this with an eyeshadow brush. I'm just using kind of the edge of this. We want to go on the bottom of our nose like this with that contour. Okay, because if you just go long, it looks kind of long. And then right on the edge, I'll do it with a brush. We'll just take a little bit and we'll just go right in here. Okay. And then that just kind of brings in the nose a teeny bit. You could even take a little bit of your contour if you wanted to and just do a little bit of line right in there. And you see how that just makes your lip look a little bit pouty. Okay. Let me catch up with some of these comments real quick, and then we'll go into our lips. I have highlight blindness and I put it everywhere. It's okay, Bethy. Oh, we have a couple. Oh no, we need a rehab for blush blindness and highlight blindness. Here we go. It's okay. All right. So, we are going to do lips. Are you ready? All right. Then we're going to give away another prize, and then we're going to share a little bit about our amazing opportunity. Okay. So we're going to do some lip liner. How I've been teaching lip liner for so long, and I've been changing it recently. I love our lip liners. Look at this, you guys. They have a little at the bottom. You take it out and they have a little sharpener. So I'm just going to sharpen mine real quick just to get it a little bit more precise. Okay. All right. How I've been teaching it before is coming from all the way with the outside. Okay. And all the way from the outside. Okay. All the way. I know, Skylar, they have sharpeners. So do the eyeliners. But you got to put them back in right after you do it or you lose it. Okay. They got to go right back in. Boom. That was a reminder for me. Isn't that fun? Okay. So this is how I've been doing my lip liner all the way to the end, like that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to show now this side. Watch this. I'm just gonna do a little bit above. A little bit below. Do you already see the difference of this looking fuller and this slanting to create a frown? This. Isn't that wild? Okay, so we're gonna do lipstick with it. And we're just gonna come in here. The sharpeners. The sharpeners are what did it. Okay, we're gonna take our finger too, and we're just gonna slightly blend our lip liner. I would have blended it either way. Do you see how much bigger this side looks than this side? That's crazy. Okay, then we're gonna use our lip oil just for funsies because they're new. Okay, look at this, you guys. We just got them. You think I like it? It's almost gone. Okay, so I've only had it for a couple of weeks. So here we're just gonna cut in here. Okay, so do you see how much fuller and bigger this looks versus this coming down? I mean, like, what have we been doing with our lip liner? But how amazing is that lip oil? Do you need some in your life? Because I need 10 of each color. Okay, I'm gonna show you a real fast on the two different colors that we have right now, so you can see up close since I don't have them all with me. And then I'm going to tell you really quickly how they actually achieve our Mary Kay foundation. And then we're going to get to share a teeny bit about our Mary Kay opportunity, give away some more prizes, and then I have some special sets for our guests tonight. And of course, consultants, you know, you get everything you want half price. So we're going to go ahead and share this. Let's make sure it has sound on. All right, these are the new lip oils. All right, so what color do you guys like more? Are you the blush or the berry gal? Tell me what you like more in the comments, and at both. Okay, and as you're commenting on that, I'm going to go ahead and bring up that these lip oils, not only are they delicious, not only are they not sticky, not only are they the easiest thing to throw in your bag and go on the go, but they give back. Okay, so these are also on different skin tones here. And what is happening April 26th through September 15th is that Mary Kay is donating $1 from each sale of these to our Mary Kay Ash Foundation. Okay, so this goes to our domestic violence charitable foundation, and also for finding cancer research for women with cancer. So I love these. They're $20 each. They're gonna go fast. So this is our berry color. Here's our blush color. And you guys, Mary Kay runs on 3% costing fees with our charitable foundations. So 97% actually goes to those charities that we talk about, and they make a huge difference. Sandy, I know you're a Mary Kay ambassador, and if you could, I don't know if you know the updated number right now of where we're at, of how much, if you want to put in the chat if possible, how much we have donated already year to date with these foundations. The blush is almost a warm tone. Yes, it is definitely a warm mauve color. Oh, she said, sorry, I don't, Melissa, if you might want to look it up, but I know it's over 85 million year to date, so, and growing, so yay. All right, so we're gonna do one last side by side real quick here. So we have before, old way of doing makeup. Okay, we're paying attention to the brow, we're paying attention to this, our contour, and then we have our new side. What do we think, you guys? Are we going to implement some of these things? Okay. Now, real quick, we're going to give away some prizes here, and then we're going to share a little bit and then do our giveaway. So let's see here. Did we have more prizes? Did we already do 2, Melissa? We did 1. Okay, let's do 1 more. All right. So we're going to give away, we gave away lip oil. Now we're going to give away the shower gel. Oh my goodness. This year we have now done 100. Oh, just this year alone, we've done 100,000. Yes. Awesome. Very cool. Okay. To date is 58 million for domestic violence. Thank you, Melissa. She's searching right now. So 58 million. So with you guys, with the domestic violence one, as she's about to pull this up, we have women's shelters all over the United States. We actually have a texting program that if a woman is in trouble that she can text. So this money goes to these shelters to actually help protect the women and children to get away. I know in California alone, I think there was like 10 near me. I've met some of these women too, and they've been like, oh my gosh, I know about Mary Kay. You guys came and donated a bunch of makeup and like we're a part of keeping our shelter open. So it's a really, really cool thing. So when you buy from Mary Kay, it goes a long way. All right, Melissa, let's go ahead and pull up that wheel so we can give away a shower gel. I know she was looking for the one for cancer, but I think in total it's about 80, 85 for both. Ooh, look at all these names. Let's see who our shower gel winner is. Rachel, congratulations. You're getting the coconut and lavender shower gel. All right. Well, consultants and guests, we get to share a little bit about our amazing Mary Kay opportunity. And I got to tell you, I've never been more passionate about it than I am right now. And I've been doing this for 13 years because, you know, if I were to just to tell you a teeny bit more about me, and then I'll go into some of these perks and you guys get to comment and get some more fun prizes for tonight that we're giving away. Is I never in my wildest dreams would have believed that 13 years ago making this decision would allow me to take off, work from everywhere, and really create memories. You know, my dad grew up going camping with his dad and going hunting, and I remember hearing that as a little girl as some of his favorite memories and the things that he misses the most. And so my dad goes off 2 times a year and he'll go off for months. And so now me and my son get to create those 3-generation memories because my job isn't holding me down to have to ask for paid time off or have to request time or be able to still be paid. I've been doing facials when I choose to because I've taken a lot of time off this trip from the cab of the truck, and I was just made $200 the other night in an hour. Okay, because we make half of everything that we sell. I'm able to be on here with you in the forest, and then I'm going to go to the lake tonight. So the things that I want for women is to be able to design your own life, be able to have the extras, and to be able to have extra income. So let's break this into 4 different areas, okay? The first one is finances. So ladies, I want you to put in the chat, consultant or not, guests as well, especially guests. If I were right now to say, hey, I'm going to hand you $500 this month extra, what would it go towards or enhance immediately? Like right now, make a difference in your life. So the way, as you put that in the comments, I'm just going to tell you quickly how we make extra income. We sell product. It's super easy. We make 50% of everything that we sell. When you sell these lip oils and you know everyone's going to want them, we make $10. Boom, in our pocket right away. The other 10 goes to order the product. We also make an income from building a team. I would have never in a million years thought that creating a team would create a 6-figure income for me. Now in my time of doing Mary Kay, over $1 million that I've made just with my team alone. And I never say those numbers to impress people, but to impress upon you that I thought that I wasn't going to make any money. I thought that I was just going to use this for personal use and just get a discount. So the fact that that is available, or I could say, hey girl, I could take you as a new consultant right now, because I've just done this a couple times already this month, and help you make an extra $500. What kind of relief would that make you feel in your heart and in your body? Okay, the second one of the way that I love of a perk about Mary Kay is the freedom and flexibility. You guys just got to hear about some of that, but if you could have more freedom to design your life and your schedule right now, what are some things that you maybe aren't able to do that you've been wanting to do? Or how is just making your own schedule like important to you? So put in the comments, like, what are some things you would like to do? So with that, having that freedom, flexibility, we are not your own boss. You get to choose when you do this. You get to pick it up and put it down when you need to. And this is just really customized to go fit to your goals of what that looks like. So I love that an appointment for me, meeting with women, the average sales is about $100 per person. If I'm on with 5 ladies, that's at least $500 in sales in 1 hour, and I make half. And those people come back and they reorder, and I get to choose when I hold them. So I love this. Travel's always a big one, right? Deep clean the closet. I love that. I actually need to do that too, Scarlett. Go camping, spend more time with family, stay home with the babies. I love that. You know, living in California, I saw a reel come up that so many moms, or just even in the United States, have to leave immediately to go back to work. And you're missing that precious time with your babies just because you have to work and we need that dual income. So, what if you could do that from home? Third area is our fun, frivolous, and community. Okay, so in Mary Kay, we have ways to earn really fun prizes. So I want to just kind of give you a quick brief overview, and you tell me which is your favorite. That could mean earning cars, that could mean earning diamonds, that could mean earning trips, that could mean I just sent out one of my consultants' husbands sent me a photo. She got the ice face mask as a prize, and he goes, "She's using it and scared me to death." And so, like things, every month. So are you the prize girl? Do you're like, I want to get rewarded and have a place to win? Are you the community girl? Are you like, I need like my tribe of people? I need positive women. I need other moms who also want to stay home. I need other moms who are goal oriented. I need other moms who are just like, or women who are just nice to me and I like to hang around, who build me up in belief. Or do I want a mentor? Are you the one who's like, I need a coach? I need a mentor. I need someone who can teach me fast, who can guide me and breathe belief into me when I maybe doubt myself. So, who are you? Are you the one who wants the mentor, the community, or the prizes? I love it. Okay, so putting that in the chat, we're getting you in there because we're going to be doing that in our final area. Our final area is the foundational growth. If anything, you guys, foundational growth has changed my life. The person you see now who feels comfortable to talk to anybody, who feels comfortable in her own skin, who doesn't rate her worth on her accomplishments, but just because of who she is. That was not the girl 13 years ago. That girl 13 years ago was depressed on anxiety medication, felt like the only thing that gave my worth was a scoreboard, didn't have great talking skills, was nervous to speak in front of others, just didn't really feel like confident. So if you could be in an arena that says, hey, we're going to teach you how to build your confidence, build your self-esteem, build your speaking skills, your money management skills, and your time management. That even if you only did Mary Kay for a year, made a little extra income, and it helped you to go to your next dream or this became your dream, it would create the cycle change in your family, right? For me, coming from a very colorful background, a lot of addiction, my mom dying when I was 20, this filled in that gap to become the woman and the mom I needed to be in the moments when I had to walk away from a very toxic marriage and be a single mom who homeschools her son and still runs a full-time business and can pour into other women. And that's what I want to help other women do. So, ladies, if you could choose between more confidence, more self-esteem, time management, money management, speaking leadership skills, what's your favorite? What area do you want to grow in? I know people say all. We need them all, and we're never going to stop growing, right? We just need to keep going. If we're not growing, we're dying. So it's good. But what area right now? I love it. I'm feeling and seeing the confidence. I love it. Okay. So fun. Now, if you had to choose our last question between those four, and you had to say, okay, there's four. I mean, of course, there's so many perks in a Mary Kay business, but if you had to choose between those four categories, the extra income right now, the freedom and flexibility, the prizes and mentorship, or the foundational personal growth, which one would make the biggest tick, the biggest movement in your life right now? Would it be the money? Would it be the extra time, the flexibility? Would it be the prizes? Would it be the mentorship, or would it be that personal growth? So putting that in the chat, I love that. Yay. So I'm just going to share as you guys are putting that in there, and she's grabbing all of your names. If you're not already a beauty consultant with us on tonight, what would it look like to get started with a Mary Kay business? Because you guys, someone told me it was this inexpensive to just have a shot at either one, just getting a discount, because if y'all saw the products next to me right now, I don't like paying full price, but that it could have the ability to give me that relief and all the things I just said. This is really priceless. Okay. So this just shows our different starter kit options. So the 125 has all over $400 worth of full size products. Our skincare, our CC creams that you saw me use tonight, 5 of them, eye makeup remover, charcoal mask, microdermabrasion, sales tool aids, the bag. I mean, a lot of you have probably tried these things on a skincare session with us, right? So over 400, it's like people always tell me, it's like Christmas when it comes. There's so much stuff in there, they don't even know what to do with it. So that's 125. Okay, that also comes with a website, the ability to process credit cards. Then we have our eStart. If we're dipping the toes in the water, we're unsure, it's 35. That's going to get you all your e-tools, your website, the ability to process credit cards. Okay. So those would be those 2 options. If someone wanted to say, you know what, I'm willing to give this a shot. What do I need to do next? Send me the link, Bree. Send me the link, my beauty consultant who invited me. And then these would be the 2 that you choose between. So while I'm pulling up our sets that we did tonight, I'm going to have you guys send us a text. So that way you can give us your feedback. And let me go ahead and pull that up here. And that way also you can get a picture of everything I was showing. And it would make it really easy too. If you end up wanting the replay, you can text me replay later. And once we have it loaded up, I can send you directly the replay as well. But go ahead and text the word pink prize. Sorry, prize. I couldn't see it. Prize to 619-202-8225. Just the word prize. No emojis, not your name, nothing. Just the 5 little letters prize. Okay. You'll, in about 60 seconds, get a little form. This is going to be for our last raffle. I'm going to share some of the fun sets that we have this evening. I'm already getting the texts coming. So good job, you guys. Love it. And so you're just going to text that word. So 619-202-8225. It's just me. And my business line is set up to get you that link. And then we'll go ahead, we'll put that in the chat too. But as you guys are filling that out, I'm going to go ahead and pull up some of the really fun specials I've made for our guests tonight. If you're like, oh my goodness, how do I get some of these things that would transform my face? So let's kind of start with how we started the face. Okay. And this is going to be the Lift and Define Brow and Concealer Magic. So if you are one of our special guests tonight, and again, remember, consultants, it's way cheaper for you because you get 50% off. Okay. So this would be your concealer. This would be your translucent powder. This would be your brow pencil. And then you would have the choice between a clear brow gel or a tinted volumizing brow tint. So those 4 items for $49 and save $13. So that's going to give you that conceal and brow lift that we did at the very beginning. So that's our Lift and Define. Then our second set that we have for this evening, let me go ahead and pull it up because I didn't have them all pulled up, is going to be the Sculpt and Glow. So for our contour ladies, let me get that shared for y'all. Sorry. Okay. So our Sculpt and Glow, let me hide this sidebar. Let's make this bigger. This is going to give you your palette, your amazing magnetic palette that all of these can come out of, which I'll show you in just a second. You're going to get to choose your shade of blush, which we can help you, and we can even do it by your season so it matches to your skin and springtime and all that stuff. It's going to come with a highlight and a contour and the brush to apply it with, which is very important. That tonight would be $59, save $17. So that's our Sculpt and Glow Face Lifting Faves. Just to show you real fast, in case you didn't know, and let me do it down here so I don't. Oh my gosh, I knew that was going to happen. I'm not used to having long nails. I pricked that thing. It's okay. Okay, so, but let me show you this. So I just took out that blush. It's magnetic. They just pop right back in. I'll show you my other one. This is the same exact one. I just have eyeshadows in it for traveling. So you can really mix and match how you want things to go into your palette. And as things run out, so fun. Okay. So then the last one that we have is going to be, is it coming down here? Our Plump and Shine. So this is going to give you the lip liner, which I can't even believe I didn't even show you. This lip liner, girl, is waterproof. Let me just put some on the back of my hand to show you how waterproof it is. The lipstick of your choice, all these, the colors you get to choose. It doesn't have to be what I did today, but then the choice of our new lip oil, the blush or the berry. If you are not a lip oil gal and you'd like one of our glosses, perfect, let us know. But I'm telling you, you need the lip oil before, these are limited edition. So we're not even really normally giving deals on new items, and we are tonight. So you save 10 with that one, okay? So you're going to be getting that little form soon. If you didn't get the form, let us know. We're going to put that form in the chat just to make sure, because that's going to be the last thing that we take your opinion from to give our last lip oil. And then the lavender, I should find that. Sorry. I normally would have all these with me, but the lavender and coconut lotion, I don't think I have a picture right here that I can find immediately, but I guess it's on here. Hello, it's on our big prize wheel. So this is the one you're getting. There you go. Okay. So just make sure that's the last one. And then we're doing the berry lip oil. All right. So Melissa, where are we looking at? Do we have a good amount that have filled out the form so far? Do we need to put it into the chat? Jennifer, I need that lotion. Jennifer, I put it on my arm and I smelled myself all day. It's not too intense, but it's just that perfect amount of like coconut spa. All right. Perfect. All right. And then you guys, I know you're putting it in your form, but just because I want to know right now, what did you love to learn the most? I think we already did that, right? Some of you said your contour, like which set like appealed to you the most? You're like, man, Scarlett says the lips. Okay. Love it. I just loved lips. Lips is a winner. Okay. Lips, brows, perfect. The brows. Do we see how like harsh this is and how much it's pulling down and how soft? Crazy. Lips. Okay, love it. It's all good, right? Foundation and powder. Well, we need a rehaul. Let us start over our makeup, please. I know for me, I'm like, I don't even know what I know anymore. Okay. Contour and highlight always confuse me. Do you hear that? The thunder? I swear to God, if this starts raining down on me, we are going to make it in the perfect amount of time. The weather has been wild on this trip. All right, Melissa, if we have enough in that wheel, we'll go ahead and we will pull up our last winners. If we do, we'll put you in there. And then these specials, make sure to connect with your beauty consultant on. We added you all in. All right, let's go ahead and spin that wheel. Scarlett, woohoo! Okay, Scarlett. So I feel like you got something already, and I want to make sure you get the opposite of what you got. Do you remember, Melissa, what Scarlett got already?
She hasn't got anything yet.
Just kidding, you're a new winner. We're so excited. There goes Triple G behind us in the recording. Okay, so Scarlett, would you like the lotion or the berry lip oil? The lotion or the berry lip oil, Scarlett? That way we can lip oil. Okay, so our last winner will be getting our coconut lavender lotion. So excited. So let's go ahead and spin that wheel for our last winner. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight. That was so much fun. I think I'm gonna have to do one of these again in my good studio lighting so you guys can really see it. I think she's adding some of your names from the form, which is perfect. She's gonna always get you in. And I will take pictures of this. If you guys follow me on social media, I'm gonna make sure to take good pictures and good lighting before I take this off so we can really see the difference. All right, let's go ahead and run that wheel. Scarlett again. Okay, see what happened there, Scarlett? I thought you won already, and then they were like, nope, but you are gonna win twice now. Okay, love it. All right, so you'll be getting that little duo this evening. Well, ladies, have a beautiful evening. Have fun practicing these tips tomorrow. You can immediately start with the makeup that you have. I promise you it'll look even better if you maybe get some new things in your makeup wardrobe that you might need from your Mary Kay collection. You will have a picture of all of those sets and reach out to your beauty consultant if you are needing anything. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. Talk to you all soon. Bye, everyone.